Technologies have helped many individuals reach a higher quality of life. In order to achieve this, it is important that individuals feel comfortable with technologies and how to use them. The MPT process is designed to help the provider and user work together to choose the most appropriate technology based on the characteristics of the person, technology, and milieu,
Consumers and professionals
the most
often report
appropriate
feeling
training
overwhelmed
strategies
and
for the
frustrated
optimal
trying
use
to
of the
select
technology.
appropriate technologies.
The MPT
Marcia
philosophy
Scherer
is that
and her
each
colleagues
match
conducted a
of
number of
person and
studies in the late
technology
80s and early
is
90s
unique and
to
requires
examine the
individual
problems users
attention,
were having
and
with
that
assistive
technologies
and
are
other
means
technologies.
to achieve personal
People
goals,
reported how
not
important
ends
it was
in themselves.
for counselors and others to talk with them about
When
their
using
goals,
the MPT
preferences,
instruments, follow
needs,
these initial
and
steps.
technology
Step
options.
1. Use the form entitled
Consumers felt
Worksheet
that
for
they
the
would
Matching
gain
Person
more from
and Technology Model
and they
to
would be more
determine which
satisfied
technologies are
if they were
potentially
more
useful for
involved
the
in the planning
individual.
processes.
First,
The
write
matching
down the
person
initial
and
goals that
technology
you
or
and the
MPT
user have
model
established
was developed
together,
to provide a more
including
personal
possible
approach
alternative
to
goals.
matching individuals
Second,
with the most
determine and
appropriate
record
technologies.
the interventions
The model
supportive of the
focuses
goals.
on the characteristics
Third,
and interaction of
any
three
technologies
primary
needed
components.
to support the
These
attainment
are
of the goals.
the milieu or environment
Step
in
2.
which the person will
Use the
interact
form
with the
titled
technology.
The support
Who will be
to
the
identify
user of the
technologies
technology
used, desired,
and the technology
and needed.
itself.
Step 3. Use the flowchart on the form
characteristics
entitled
of the milieu,
Collaborative Model
person,
for
and
Matching
technology
Persons with Technologies
to influence the
organize
success
your
or
assessment
failure
and to
of a
select the
particular technology
appropriate
plan.
MPT instruments.
The balance of the
Step
positive
4.
and negative
Familiarize
influence
yourself
of these
with the
components
general
will
procedures
help
for using the
determine
MPT
whether
instruments.
the technology
And
will be
Step
used
5.
successfully.
Read the appropriate sections
The
in the
MPT
manual
process
for
and
directions for the
instruments were
specific
developed
instruments
to ensure
you've
the
chosen to
following
use.
4 goals. First,
The MPT
that
model
users'
assessments
goals
are
and
designed to
preferences
inform,
drive
not
the
to
MPT
replace
process.
professional judgment.
Second is that
They
the
are
degree
screening
of match
tools that
between
indicate
the
areas
user
that
and
need further
professional
assessment
perspective
and
is
intervention.
assessed.
The
Third
MPT
is
is
that
not designed to
professionals are
predict
guided
use
into
or
considering
non-use
all
of the
relevant
technology.
influences on the selection and
The
use
MPT
of
process
a technology
contains a series
while
of quick
focusing
and easy
on the
instruments.
user's quality
All of the
life
MPT
and
assessment
participation
instruments,
in
except
desired activities.
Care Technology
The fourth
Predisposition
goal is that
Assessment, is
mismatches
actually
between
a
a
pair of
proposed
instruments.
technology and
One
a
is
potential
designed
user
for the provider of
are identified
technologies,
in
the
time
counselor,
to reduce
therapist, or teacher,
inappropriate
and the other
use
is designed
or
for the
non-use
technology user,
and eliminate the
client,
accompanying
student, or employee.
disappointment and
The two are
frustration.
meant to be used together
The
in a
MPT process and
user-driven and
forms are widely
person-centered
used
process.
throughout the U.S. and Canada.
Completion of the instruments
MPT
and observation of
also
the
has been
balance of
adapted by other
positive and
countries
negative
for use
responses
with their
will provide
consumers.
insight into the
This
quality
usually
of a match
requires
between
little
a
more
person
than changes
and a
in terminology
technology.
and perhaps the addition of a
Use
few
the following
items to
procedures
reflect
to gain
their
the most
particular
benefit
system
from the
of
MPT
technology service
person-centered
delivery.
process.
For
1.
example,
Ask
in the
the
Republic
person
of
to
Ireland,
complete his
the
or her version
ATDPA
of
and
the
the
appropriate
ETPA
form,
have been
focusing
combined.
on current
This
feelings and
comprehensive
attitudes.
assessment is for
The
students
format
with
may need to be
disabilities
adapted to meet
graduating
the
from high
user's
school
communication
and
needs.
preparing for college
Also,
or
the wording on
employment.
the user form can be changed
In a
for
research study
specific
conducted in
technologies.
Quebec,
The
7
meaning
items
of the
related
item,
to
however,
AT
should
service
not be
delivery
changed.
in that Canadian
2.
province were added.
Complete the provider version of the form
In general,
and identify
technologies have
discrepancies
helped
between your
many
version and
individuals
the user
realize
version.
a higher quality
3.
of life than they
Discuss
might
with
have
the
had
user
otherwise.
those factors that
In
may
order to
indicate
achieve
difficulties
this, it is
with
important
acceptance
that
or
individuals
use
feel
of the technology.
comfortable with technologies
4.
and how to
After
use
you
them
have
to their
noted the
benefit.
problem areas,
The
work
MPT
with the
process
user
is
to
designed to
identify
help the
specific
professional
intervention
and the
strategies
user
and to
work
devise an
together
action plan
choose
to
the
address
most
the problems and
technology
describe
based on the
proposed
characteristics of the
interventions.
person,
5.
technology, and
Finally,
milieu,
you should
and to
record the
choose the most
strategies and action
appropriate training
plans.
strategies
Written
and
plans
additional
can
support
provide
necessary
justification
for the
for any
optimal use
subsequent
of the
actions,
technology.
such as requests for
Rehabilitation
funding
professionals
or
who
release
have
time
used
for
the
training.
MPT process with their
To
consumers
explore the
reported
MPT
that
assessment
both they and
instruments
their consumers
and
gained
specific
considerably
instructions for
from
using
the
each
information
instrument,
obtained.
refer to the
Examples of the
MPT
experience
manual.
are as follows.
Since we were the ones paying for the bulk of expenses for the AT devices, we were always the ones to decide what a consumer needed. It was not unusual for us to find a certain device and then just order it, hoping that the consumer would use it. This was the easy way out because we didn't have to put in extra time to make sure that the device was what the consumer wanted. We were just able to get something to fulfill our requirements. The big problem that we were getting so frustrated with was that most of the consumers would only use the device for a little while and then abandon it. We just felt that they didn't need it any longer or didn't want to take the time to learn how to use it. It never occurred to us that it may not be a good fit for them because the device was never person-centered.
When I first started this project, I thought she just needed a new wheelchair, and we'd figure out a way to get one for her. Boy, was I in for a shock. I found out while interviewing her and completing these surveys that she's never been taught to transfer independently, and she'd not been able to take a shower or a bath independently in 4 years. She can't get on or off her commode chair without assistance, and although she has a raised toilet in her bathroom, she has no grab bars and no idea of how to get from her wheelchair to the toilet and back. I was aware that she wasn't measured for a wheelchair, and as a result she has a chair that's much too small for her. But what I didn't know is that now the only time she leaves her bed is when she's helped to her commode chair or to get into that too small wheelchair to go to a doctor's appointment. After learning all of this, I feel very guilty. I don't know how I could have failed to notice that she needed help.
Those were only a few comments from users of the MPT. Both professionals and consumers reported that they have gained considerably from the MPT process and the information it generated.